Good morning. This is Sasha Hager. I just got a request by one of my YouTuber followers. How can I make my wireless fast? That was the question. And I thought about it, and I'm like, well, what would the best recommendation be? Well, simple. There are free ways of maximizing your current internet capabilities, and there are paid ways of maximizing your internet capabilities. First and foremost, let's stop and check out your router. Is your router located in a place where it's not going to be obstructed by a chimney? Is it on the floor underneath a pile of tin? Well, simple things like that are good things to know. First and foremost, let's go ahead and unplug your router. Wait a minute. Plug it back in. That does a quick reset, refreshes it, and makes gives your router and modem a little bit of a kick head start and gives a nice fresh chance to do whatever it needs to do. Um, but most people don't realize that there are, like a conversation, there are two parts of having decently fast internet. One is your router slash modem. I am gonna consider router and modem same thing, even though it's not. I understand. So you guys can talk about the differences in the uh, chat below. However, for the sake of conversation, routers and modem, I'm just gonna call routers. And then you have the receivers. The receivers are going to be your phones, your tablets, your laptops. Oh my. So we are going to determine where the problem is. Is the uh, router old? Is it slow? Do you not know what the capabilities are? Or do you have a receiver that has issues? Well, let us start by looking at some random routers. I'm just going to click on a random one. When you set up a router, a lot of people will set up a router on the floor or on a desk. I highly recommend centralizing a router near uh, uh, the center of the building. If it's a long building, I will put in the center. Long building, single floor, I should specify. I put it in about the center on the wall with no obstructions, assuming you don't have concrete walls or other thick barriers blocking wireless transmissions. However, if I have a 2 or 3 story building, I will put it on the ceiling of the first floor if it's a 2 story, but it could go on the wall if it is center to high level of a wall on the second floor if it's 3 floors. Basements, I'm considering a floor. So if you have a basement, throw it on a wall, high, so the wireless transmission can be spread throughout your place with minor problems. The next thing you need to do is confirm that your router is sufficiently compatible with your receivers. Do you have an old wireless or possibly a new computer with an old wireless system with maybe a wireless G installed, but your current router is a wireless N or a wireless AC? Since it conflicts, you're going to have problems. Just that simple. What I strongly recommend is ensuring that your wireless router, at a bare minimum, is a dual band with 5 gigahertz capability at a minimum. This can easily be looked for online. I just simply hopped on Amazon wireless router, and there's a whole bunch of routers, and a lot of these are going to say dual band, as you can see here, and the dual band will enhance your wireless signal because it just simply sends more antennas. It sends more signal out, so more devices can hook up with less conflict. And you can find a gigabyte router, dual band router, just looking around without me looking too hard. 4-port gigabyte router, dual band, for about $70, which that's not too bad actually. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, hands down, Ethernet is much faster than Wi-Fi. You will always get a better signal getting a laptop hooked up directly to your router than if you go Wi-Fi. This is hands down the truth every single time. Almost. But there's always exceptions, but for the most part, just go by the rule. A direct connection will always be the fastest connection. But when direct connection is not an option, I will continue talking about your wireless options. So I just simply Googled wireless router, found a dual band gigabit router with USB 3.0, which means you can set up a hard drive to your router, and then you can have sort of your own little private server, and it's very cool. All right, let's just say, great, you now have a router in your computer, and you don't know what type of router your computer has. So you can right click the start menu, go to device manager, maximize that. I'm then going to go to my network adapters. Oh, whoops. I want wireless properties. This is a dual band, so my laptop is compatible with dual band router, which means Oh, and it's AC. So that's important. Dual band AC. So I want to zip back to my website and dual band. So dual band matches with dual band. AC matches with AC. So this will match up with, so I can have the maximum speed possible with minimal amount of work, just getting this for my uh, computer, assuming I have an old router or I'm brand new to this and I want to start up something new. But let's just say I have a lower level wireless on my computer. Let's just say it's not dual band AC, it is N, which is typically 2.4 gigahertz capability instead of 5 gigahertz capability, which we're talking a difference of being able to transfer 13 megabytes a second versus 600 megabytes per second. So this is over twice the difference. But let's just say I don't have a nice wireless. I have a bad or old, out of date wireless. You could get an internal adapter, as you can see here, dual band PCI. PCI means it goes into a PCI slot into a motherboard, but I have a laptop, so I need something that looks sort of like this. Dual band, AC, and it also comes with Bluetooth, which is cool. And it's only $37. Then I would do some quick online research to ensure that this would be compatible for my laptop. And honestly, if you know how to install a simple wireless adapter in your laptop and you don't have a dual band AC, this is a relatively inexpensive way to double your speed of internet for you to watch your cat videos. But let's just say I'm not very trusting of my capabilities. I want to ensure that I'm not going to mess anything up, and I don't want to gamble with any G's or any adapters, and I don't want to ever touch a screwdriver in relation to my computer. That is fine. There is USB adapters that you can use to simply plug into your computer and get fast internet with minimal amount of work. Well, but again, you want to look for the same information. Dual band, so PC only. If you have a Mac, God bless you. But if you have a Mac, click on Mac only. But I have a PC since I'm a working man, so I need something that works as hard as I do. I see this N 2.4 gigabytes, which, as we stated earlier, 2.4 gigabytes is only 600 megabytes per second. I don't want that. I want dual band. So I keep looking. Boom. Dual band, USB, mini adapter, easy to carry, 5 gigahertz, and they're usually 802.11. Where are you? Oh, AC. Oh, this one works for AC, A, B, G, and N. So this pretty much will work with any of your routers that you're ever going to find. And it's a whopping price of only $17. Well, that ain't bad at all. I really, really think this is a easy, and as you can see, it's about the size of a quarter. an easy choice for a simple connection. So you can get your internet with minimal problems. Um, yeah. As you can see with this, AAC supports online gaming, high definition streaming, uh, with no problems. And then here's a good visualization of the 2.4 gigahertz I was talking about earlier. It's perfectly fine for online chat or web browsing, but it doesn't have the speeds to be really good at uh, at gaming or voice and stuff like that. And you don't need to spend $100 for an adapter. I've gone through many off-brand wireless cards or wireless adapters with no problems. Um, when you install your router, just like this, and sure, one, it is plugged in. Yes, I do get that problem. I'll go to a client and they don't have a plugged in router. Gee, why is my internet working? I can give you a clue. Um, then you need to check for software updates. Once you check for software updates by following the website in the manual and ensure it's up to date, that will maximize your um, uh, uh, firewall and your other securities that uh, that will help protect your computer. Once you have bought your router, you have installed your router, both are compatible with the receivers. Oh, by the way, most of your new cell phones need really like the 5G. Now, haven't you all heard of the commercials? Hey, it's 3G network. Oh my goodness. 4G. Pull your hair out. That's amazing. 4G, no, 4 LTE. Awesome. 5G is faster. So, just so you know, if you make your phone calls and everything connected to your 5G network at home, bada bing, bada boom, you have better than walking right next to a cell tower. So there's a good incentive to connect your phone to your Wi-Fi at home, and that is the biggest reason. But you just install everything. Everything's good to go, and you are seeing that your Wi-Fi is still a little sluggish. You have checked for updates, and you are running the 5 gigahertz or 5G, and everything else should work, right? Well, sometimes there's interference. There are channels, 3 primary channels. If you're in an apartment, you're going to have everyone on channels all the time, which is a frequency. It's usually 1, 6, and 11 for channels. So what you can do is go to your router, and you can just simply follow. I've done this. You just simply uh, uh, connect to your router through on your computer, and you can simply look at your information, channel width. This is considered 6 and 11, I believe. And follow the instructions. Oh, here we go. Here's all the different channels. You can look at what everyone else is using, and if you pick a frequency that no one else around you is using, that will maximize your internet capabilities while minimizing interference from other channels. Or maybe you have a bunch of baby monitors and a bunch of other electronics around your house that is using up one frequency. You can check that frequency from the manual for your baby monitors or your other devices and see what channel they are on, and then you just simply change to another channel. Make sure when you connect to your router, go click on the security tab and create a password. What I personally do is create a semi-random password, and I tape that password on the back of the router. Because if somebody really wants to steal your internet, and they can break into your house and they can hit the reset button on the back of your router, if they are willing to break into your house to get free internet, a little password is not going to give them a double thought. They're not going to care about a little piece of paper. They're not. But the piece of paper taped to the back of your router will make it so you have remembered your password. Do not stay with the default password. 9 times out of 10, people are going to just Google Linksys default password and hack into your Wi-Fi. If they do piracy and they do illegal stuff on your internet using your Wi-Fi, you are legally responsible. Change those passwords. Otherwise, be aware that you can be in big trouble. Okay? If further instructions are needed, go ahead and ask for that information in the description below, and I will see what I can do to do a more in-depth video that can be more directed towards 1 or 2 features. But as of right now, I'm hitting 25 minutes about, and I am gonna call it quits. If your security on your router is WEP or Wired Equivalency Privacy, or WPA or WPA2, or also known as Wi-Fi Protected Access 2, update your security. You want a better security wall. Go ahead and get the AES Advanced Encryption Standard and make that the standard for all of your Wi-Fi on your routers. If you don't, you will run into a high risk of being hacked, and they can put a virus on your router, and from your router they can get onto all your computers. And it doesn't take much time if you're using WEP. But using AES would take a supercomputer years to get your access. Just a quick note. Well, that's it for wireless. Just a quick crash down summary on what you can do to better your wireless. And once again, if there's any other questions, just ask below and I'll see what I can do to aid. Thank you. And